Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. And the starting group for Chicago. Ellis out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Trey Jones. Then there's Anthony Simons. And it's Duren in at the center. And for the Knicks, Josh Hart is out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. It's game one for both teams, Clark. Preseason is over, and this new season is underway.
Yeah, you can kind of feel that both teams, BA, are a little bit anxious and nervous, but an exciting kind of nervousness. So let the season begin. I'm glad we're starting.
Now here's Anunoby. Coming off a terrific game against Atlanta. New York working the ball around now. From the high post, buries the jump shot.
When Brunson is working in that mid-range area, you can pretty much mark it up, count him.
It's stolen by Poeltl. From the line, and the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Brunson's got his second basket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Jones. Three-pointer, Ellis. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
And with a smooth shot like that, I expect Ellis to hit a ton of three-pointers during his career.
Bridges finds Brunson. Jones grabs the board. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for Chicago. Well, Grant, you look at the Bulls, middling on both ends. What's their biggest need?
You know, BA, I think it's length and athleticism. You can't have enough of those type of players in today's game. You look at their activity stats, the steals, offensive rebounds, very much in need of a boost.
Here's Bridges. Chicago making their last shot. Now here's Brunson. We saw him with 19 his last time out.
And 3 for 4 to start, showing some rhythm.
And the dunk by Duren.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Outside Hart, back to Brunson. Pass to Bridges. Down low. And Hart with a basket on the assist from Bridges.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Jones feels it out. Jones sets a screen. And here's Porter from outside the arc. Poeltl grabs a miss. To the end. And he banks in the layup.
Getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
Here's Ellis. Pass to Porter. Here's the three. Hart pulls it in.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Bridges outside. Now here's Anunoby. Inside. Here's Brunson. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Jones, the pass to Duren. Back to Jones. Pass to Porter. The 3 is up. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Picked by Pirtle. And here's Brunson. Fires for three. Can't get it to go. His second miss in 6 tries. All right, Greg, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
Pirtle, the pass to Brunson. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Stolen by Anunoby. Pass to Hart. Beyond the arc. Here's Pirtle. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Hey, if you're going to foul Pirtle, I mean, get your money's worth. You have to make sure you're really whacking. He's extremely good at finishing through contact.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for New York.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
One shot.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
And the free throw, no good. Well, you look at how the Knicks built this team, Clark. Some astute all-in trades.
Yeah, you know, New York spent years, B.A., building their draft assets. They cashed them in on some all-star level guys, and we're seeing the fruit of that kind of work.
Clock at 6. Here's Giddey. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Giddey against Brunson. Got a piece of it. Outside Sexton. Back to Giddey. Pass to Porter. Back to Giddey. But if it goes, oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for the New York Knicks. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Back after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
They've got Jose Alvarado. He's out there with Miles McBride. Landry Shamet is out there with Mitchell Robinson. And it's Diawara in at the 4-man position. That's the group for New York starting the second. And it's Giddey missing. Knicks leading by 7. Here's Shamet. It's Robinson, high post. McBride on the wing. Robinson, a screen on Sexton. Robinson controls the rebound and the putback. And the Knicks lead by 9.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. And that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Williams. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Shamet passes to Alvarado. Robinson, a screen on Giddey. Pass to McBride. Screen by Robinson. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks.
Robinson loves to hammer it down whenever he gets the chance, and with force.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Chicago making some changes. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Williams. Simons comes in for Sexton. And it's Trey Jones in for Giddey. Bulls trail by 11. Outside Porter. Lets it go from deep. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Brunson against Jones. Fantastic work down low from the crafty Brunson.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Here's Simons to halt the run. The Knicks pull it in. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now. No doubt Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Miller can't get it to go. New York leading by 13. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, BA. Teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York, but Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise, but I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Brian, back to you.
Staying humble. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave a team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Jakob Poeltl comes in for Robinson. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for McBride. Then for Chicago, Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Collins. And Buzelis is subbed in for Miller. Porter against Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Here's Porter. Here he goes. And then Porter with the dunk.
You know, that's the athleticism we refer to when we talk about Porter Jr. I mean, he gets to the bucket with ease.
Outside Anunoby. Back to Brunson. With contact, Brunson gets it to go. Bulls trail by 13. Pass to Simons.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 54 left in the first half. Jones from outside knocks down the long J.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Brunson against Jones. Picked by Poeltl. Hart passes to Poeltl. Shoots over Duren, and the layup falls. And the Knicks lead by 12.
Hey, when Poeltl gets the rock deep inside, the defense is cooked. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
And he lobs it up, and the dunk by Duren.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob.
Brunson passes to Poeltl. Here's Bridges. Anunoby for 3. Offensive rebound. New York working the ball around now. Hart finds Brunson. Screen by Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Duren. And really the heartbeat of this Knicks team is Jalen Brunson, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., the lifeblood both on the court and his willingness to take less on his contract, giving them the leeway to enhance their talent.
And that one falls for Poeltl.
Boy, Poeltl is a massive guy, somebody that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
And so Poeltl nails both of them. 40 seconds left in the first half of this one. Outside Porter. Outside Jones. Pass to Simons. Just 5 on the clock. And the layup is good off the glass.
And it's tough to defend the pick and roll with Simons running it. He's got a great sense of that set.
Brunson against Jones. And here's Brunson. Fires the three. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's New York earning this break in the action. Up 10. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
Well, I think for the Knicks, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. And now, guys, let's look back at the first half of our game. Jalen Brunson has been fantastic.
It's on Brunson all day. He's got them herky-jerky moves. Can shoot it. Also does a good job of using his strength at the rim.
Do me a favor, Shaq. Just show me what you mean by herky-jerky.
Shoulders, Ernie. Shoulders, Ernie. And twist around and see. And then the shoulders. And then...
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. Anthony Simons out there with Trey Jones. Then there's Jalen Duren. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Buzelis in at the 4 slot. No coverage that time. Hart's got 7.
One of Hart's favorite shots there, guys. Excellent recognizing when he has the room to pull the trigger.
Porter from outside. Pure from three-point range.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Brunson. 16 points for him. Oh, look at Jalen Brunson. Don't let that size fool you.
Look, we know all players put a lot of work in the weight room, but Brunson certainly at the top of the list and uses that strength to shield off defenders really well.
To the middle. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hand.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 18. Jones grabs the board. Bulls trail by 10. Simons outside. And here's Porter outside. Drains the triple. Give him 8.
3 for 3 this half. Nothing to complain about with that.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. We're looking at the best in free throw shooting last year in the NBA. 5th, Anthony Simons.
Very steady at the line. He's a guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
And here are the Knicks now. They lead by 7. Anunoby passes to Bridges. Now here's Brunson, defended by Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Puts one up from 19. Porter pulls it in.
Operating from mid-range. That's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Left side Jones. From behind the arc. The Knicks with the rebound.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Brunson finds Pirtle. Pirtle with a screen on Simons. Back to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Hey, look at Pirtle. Making it look easy, dropping the hammer down on the defense.
Jones, the pass to Duren. Over Pirtle. And Duren with the basket. On the assist from Jones. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one. Bridges outside. Pass to Brunson. New York working the ball around now. Over Jones. And it's New York scoring again.
We're seeing another decisive performance from Brunson. He's absolutely controlling the pace of this game.
Outside Porter. There's the 3. They get it back. Duren with the bucket. Duren's got 12 points in the game.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
Pass to Pirtle. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. That's a flagrant 1 foul.
Ooh, hard foul. Can't let him get away with that level of contact.
That's a simple call for the officials to make. Everyone knows the league is cracking down on that kind of intimidation tactic. And he knocks down the first one. And so Pirtle nails both of them. And Clark with the landmark decisions, opening the door to NIL revenue for athletes in college and even in high school. It's the wild, wild west for amateur basketball.
There's no question the landscape is chaotic, dizzying even. But they deserve a slice of that pie, and this is a long time coming. The kids have an opportunity to leverage their talent to get paid right now. And in some cases, begin the process of creating generational wealth before they even become of age to vote. That's a pretty powerful combination.
New York leading by 9. Bridges outside. Back to McBride. To the paint. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Anunoby using his athleticism to force that one down.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Back to you, Brian.
All right, Allie, thank you. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. So they can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
The Knicks have gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half. Pirtle, the pass to Anunoby. Outside McBride. Pirtle with a screen on Jones. McBride tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Simons finds Jones. Now here's Duren. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter, and it's Simons missing.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Pirtle with a screen on Jones. It's wide right, hits off the rim. And so it's New York, closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Mitchell Robinson. Jalen Brunson is out there with Miles McBride. And then it's Landry Shamet. And it's Porty in at power forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. And New York has possession. Chicago making their last shot. The 3. Drops in the 3. McBride's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Giddey against Brunson. Outside McBride. Launches it. Porter pulls it in. And so Porter will bring it up for Chicago. Trailing by 5. From deep, Giddey. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Brunson. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New York.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Pirtles checked in for Robinson, and Sohan subbed in for Porty. In the summer of 24, Jalen Brunson signed a contract extension, famously signing for less than his max card.
Yeah, you know, B.A., it was a calculated move by Brunson because he wanted the team to have room to add additional players. If you ask me, that's the kind of winning, selfless attitude you want from the guy who's your franchise player.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first 3 you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Brunson. Buzelis grabs the board. The Bulls trail by 5. Down low. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Now here's Porter. Outside Giddey. Collins outside. Pass to Porter. And it's New York with a rebound. Hurdle's got 7 rebounds in the game. And there's the lob.
He's got bunnies. Sohan, a high flyer.
Here's Giddey. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. You look at Jalen Brunson. What a contribution.
You know, that defense is helpless right now. I mean, he's got their number, and he knows it.
So for the Knicks, Josh Hart's checked in for Sohan. OG Anunoby comes in for Shamet. And it's Bridges in for McBride. Then for Chicago, Duren, he's checked in for Collins. Simons comes in for Sexton. And it's Jones in for Giddey. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Pass to Duren. Here's Simons. 6 to shoot.
What an injection of energy from Duren. Working hard to find points for his team.
Knicks leading by 3. Outside Bridges. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Lets it fly from 18. Duren pulls it down. Bulls trail by 3. Here's Jones. Up top, Duren. Now Porter. It's good!
And Porter Jr. is a big shot maker. He loves having that opportunity.
Hart with a screen on Simons. Bridges with it. Now Porter defending. Knocks it loose. Brunson against Jones. Jones rips down the board. Chicago's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Now Duren. Hart goes in. Outside Brunson. Oh! Touches it off the glass.
Staying under control and unflappable, Brunson steps up when his team needs him the most.
Now Duren. Oh, nice setup for the slam.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Outside Brunson. Oh, no good on the layup.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with. It's been great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO.
Stop him on the defense. Understand?
Here's Bridges. Pirtle up top. Outside Brunson. Fires the 3. Duren pulls it down. And it's Jones with the ball for the Bulls. They lead by 1. Here's Duren. Simons. Oh, the long ball, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Ananobi.
Oh, gee, you can count on him to step up and make big shots.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. How do you think this is going to play out?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
Here's Simons.
Go for the win.
Puts one up from 19. And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And now, time for our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.
Thank you for viewing. We'll be back tomorrow.